All right, good Tuesday morning to you. Meteorologist Gracie Morris here with your morning update. And we're starting off with live IMAX 12, where there is a good bit of activity this morning, just not across our region, which is good news for us. There is a stalled cold front to our north and west across the plains, and that is causing a lot of potent thunderstorms to impact folks from Oklahoma City, now even St. Louis, some heavy rainfall, and also back towards central and northern Texas, heavy rainfall, gusty winds, and we've seen a lot of large hail, as well as now a tornado warning, severe thunderstorm warnings, flash flood warnings, so all modes of severe weather. There's currently a tornado warning just north of Fayetteville in Arkansas. So thankfully that front will stay stalled to our north and west. We're not going to see that move through, at least today. We're not going to see any rain and storm chances for central Mississippi, but it is certainly warm and muggy as you start off this morning. Before we break down your Tuesday forecast, I do want to touch on our river levels. As of 7 a.m., we were at 49.26 at the Mississippi River in Vicksburg. And it did crest yesterday, so this number will continue to slowly go down over the next few days. Again, National Weather Service expecting these levels to stay very elevated and over flood stage for the next few days, at least through early May. And this was the 19th highest crest on record. And at Natchez, it did crest as well this morning, and it is currently sitting at 55.75 feet. So again, if you do live in the Vicksburg area or communities being impacted, do not try to drive through those flooded roadways, and certainly do not pass the barricades. Just be patient while those levels come down. Here's a look over downtown Jackson though. Temperatures are in the low 70s and our dew points are exactly the same. That means it's very humid, sticky, uncomfortable, but also when we see those two numbers the same, we typically see lower visibility problems across the region. Okay, I can't go back there, but we do have some spots across the metro that are dealing with some low visibility, and Jackson is one of them, 2 miles of visibility, and similar in Macomb. Hazelhurst coming in at about 2.5 miles of visibility, but I do expect this to improve over the next half hour to an hour. So you shouldn't have to deal with this much longer, but if you run into that fog, of course, use your low beam headlights, slow down out there, and give yourself plenty of space between you and the car in front of you. Temperature-wise, we're comfortable in the upper 70s, and right now in Rolling Fork at 77. We're comfortable, but we're very warm for this time of the year. Usually we're starting off in the upper 50s for lows, and we are again getting close to where we should be for afternoon highs. 74 in Natchez and in Jackson. Similar in Tylertown. Today will feel a lot like Monday afternoon with mostly sunny conditions and temperatures topping out in the upper 80s, 88 for Jackson and Vicksburg, as well for Forest. We did hit a high temperature of 88 yesterday in Jackson, so I think we'll do it again with warm conditions. And our average for this time of the year is usually in the upper 70s, so we're feeling unseasonably warm. Tonight we'll drop back into the mid 60s, really not much of any change heading into your Wednesday. You can see it here on our next weather maker. High pressure back to our east, really going to stay in control, keeping those systems back to our north, so we're kind of shielded from that for the time being. Keeping us warm though, eventually that high pressure shifts well to our east, and we are going to see one of those lines of storms moving through our region. There's that cold front developing back to our north and west early Thursday, and the associated low pressure with it. It will eventually sag further south, moving through our region by Thursday evening and overnight into Friday. So over the weekend we will feel the effects of that. Finally though, getting a little bit cooler conditions, closer to average. We do have to contend with the rain and storms that it brings though beforehand. So let's time that out for you. Not much change for Wednesday. We're waking up to temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s, and we could see a stray shower Wednesday night, but overall the coverage of rain very, very low Wednesday. heading into Thursday morning, I think a few isolated thunderstorms are possible, but the bulk of the rain and storm chances and the coverage will really push in by Thursday afternoon and evening. So this is 6 o'clock on your Thursday. Heavy rainfall, thunderstorms, some of which could be strong to severe. So some marginally severe storms, which means just some gusty winds, small hail, certainly heavy rainfall though. And if you see a lot of rain in a short amount of time, then that does of course bring on the risk for some isolated flash flooding concerns. We only have to deal with these storm chances though for a couple of days. Scattered storms through Friday, but that coverage of rain really tapering off by Saturday. I think a spotty shower or two is possible, but the weekend overall looks really nice for us. So starting off May on a stormy note on Thursday, highs in the mid 80s, but then going down from there. So closer to seasonal temperatures for Saturday and Sunday, highs in the low 80s with overnight lows in the upper 50s and low 60s. Early next week, of course, Cinco de Mayo on Monday will be in the mid 80s, really comfortable and dry, looking likely through the middle of next week.